Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Blog Talk Radio with D2BD. Joining us today, we're going to have Shelly Hickman, humanoid_savage, and we're going to go on a commercial, and when we come back from commercial, we're going to be live with Shelly and humanoid_savage. Stay tuned.
I got no regrets, and I remember the day that we met. There was no way that I could forget you, so I followed you home as I waited till you were alone. And I crept into your room while you slept. I lay next to you and I knew that I could never let you go.
All right, we're back. This is D2BD Blog Talk Radio. That's all the different area codes we see, actually. Matter of fact, it's kind of weird. Right. Oh, here it is. We can actually Skype you guys in. Like, for some of you guys international and y'all want to save y'all money on your phone, we can actually just Skype y'all straight to our show. So that's really cool. So humanoid.
And shout out to Team Flo out there.
Oh, yeah, that Team Flo. She's in, like, Armenia.
She always calls in from Europe.
Yes. No, she's in Armenia. She's between Asia and Europe.
Yeah. She is? Oh, I thought she was from Europe.
Yes.
My bad.
She's in between Europe and Asia. She's on Armenia. So shout out to all those countries, of course. And, okay, let's put Shelly through. Hey. Hey, Shelly.
Hey, Shelly.
Hey, Shelly. Well, thank you so much for, like, always appearing. Like, you don't understand. That means so much to us.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know that.
Yeah, it means a lot that we can be able to get you through every single time. Like, you're so consistent.
I know, right? Like, there's no hassle.
Oh, by the way, first, how did that situation go with you and your girl? Did you ever get a chance to see her?
Yeah, actually, she is just now heading back to Iraq. I spent 2 amazing weeks with her, and it was really sweet. She gave me a ring, and we met the family and met all the friends, and it went really, really good.
Oh, were you nervous? Oh, my gosh.
Oh, it was really nerve-wracking. I was actually the first girl that she was comfortable coming out about. So I was like the first girlfriend that the family ever met as a significant other. So it was a big deal.
I know, me and the family. Oh, my gosh, I couldn't do that. Like, I swear, like, I have a bad experience.
Very
I dated
awkward.
this guy. Yeah, I dated this guy, and, like, his mom was so freaking, she was such a douchebag. Like, never again. But anyways, back to what today's show is about. It's about, Nick, you can actually better explain it.
Okay, well, tonight's show is actually a continuation of Wednesday's night's show when we had, our topic was about Jamie. And Jamie was a boy who committed suicide about a couple of weeks ago due to gay bullying online and from his school. So we took it upon ourselves, D2BD, to spread awareness about bullying and how Lady Gaga is reaching out to gays across, the world, but especially in America. And she opened out her hands to Jamie's family and to Obama, and she's actually trying to make bullying illegal. And it's called the Pause Up Forever Project. So this is what our show is based upon.
Basically, if you bully someone, you can...
That was horrible.
And you know what, Shelly? I think it's sad. Like, they made a point the other night when we had the show. I think it's sad that it took a gay person being bullied to death for America to actually open up their eyes to see that something needs to be done about, bullying and stuff.
Yeah, it is kind of sad, too, because this is not the first time this has happened. I mean, I remember in the news when the mother and daughter were bullying a girl on Facebook, and she ended up committing suicide. It's not the first time something like this has happened, and it's sad that it's gotten so severe. Like, the parents obviously are not parenting like they once were. For bullying to get out of hand like it has, it starts at home, and if the parents aren't going to step up, then something else needs to happen.
Yeah, that's true. You're very right about that. It really does start at home, like, because sometimes I want to put myself in a bully's mind frame. Like, how can you, it's just so hard for me to even think I can mistreat someone that bad to the point where they're actually crying, you know?
I mean, I get called a bully on a daily about the show.
Mm-hmm.
And it was never really that. It was trying to snap somebody into reality. It was tough love. I never wanted to just sit there and look at somebody and be like, all right, well, I'm going to make fun of you today for no reason. You know, if I ever was ever ignorant to anybody, though it was completely dramatized on the show, which I've already told you guys, you know, if I ever was pissed off about something, it was because something was done wrong to me or done wrong to my friends. It was never just, well, I feel like picking on you today. Oh, not you today? Okay, well, then I feel like picking on her. It was never any situation like that. So when people call me a bully, it's kind of like, do you really know what a bully is? Because, I mean, there's literally people who will walk up to somebody they don't know and just make them feel like crap. And they get like a natural high off of it. And it's because they're insecure with themselves.
That's crazy. Speaking of you being on the show, no, you know what, Shelly, I really want to give you your props. Like, honestly, on the show, like, when I'm watching you on the show, really, I don't even know who would even consider you to be a bully, but to me it looks like nobody really steps to you. You know what I mean? It's kind of like everyone is kind of, no, seriously, think about it, because Angie, she is so quick to run underneath you, like, seriously. You know, she runs underneath you, and it's so cute to watch, because I'm like, you know, when you think about it, you're kind of like keeping everything together, because when it's all said and done,
kind of like the mother.
Yeah, because she doesn't let anything go too far. She always steps back with that fight with Priscilla and Judy. Shelly had stepped in, you know, so it's like, hello, what's wrong? Like, are people serious? Like, you know, so I definitely want to say, you know, I love your character on the show, actually, I do. And it looks like you stay true to yourself. Like, you're not flip-flopping all over the place, so.
I mean, like, I kind of just hung out with whoever was, like, cool at the moment. I wasn't there to make best friends. Like, you know, I was there to have a good time, but at the same time, it's like you do have an option to some extent to choose who you surround yourself with, and to the other extent, you're kind of just stuck. But I tried to make the best of every situation. I mean, I don't know. You know, in that house, you literally go insane. No music, no TV. Like,
I noticed
only,
they say no cell phones.
You know,
like,
yeah, I noticed that. Why don't you guys have cell phones?
Because I can't
have
like
something called a Firefly, and it's like just to call like your producer to ask a question to see if it's okay for you to do something, and you only have that when you're in the car.
So you guys aren't allowed cell phones?
No, they take yours away right before they start filming.
What's the reasoning for it? What's the reasoning for it?
iPods, computers, everything gets taken. Cameras.
Oh, so you can't even have your own computer, your laptop whatsoever?
No. They give
you the reasoning for all of that?
In back, and then you give them like your SIM card at the end, and they ship your pictures to you at the end.
Wow.
Oh my God. That is torture, so I can only imagine it's like you in jail, basically, and with these different personalities and a whole bunch of Lakers. So
I don't think I could do that because I do a lot of Twittering. I got to keep up with everybody.
Well, they have a computer in the house that you can use, though, right? I mean,
Layla, come on now. You know, like, I'm on Twitter, like, 24/7.
And then sharing the phone, that whole sharing thing, oh, my God. Tough. So,
yeah,
that'll be a war right there.
Well, and there's only, like, one washer-dryer. Like, it's, yeah.
Oh, my God. I can only imagine. I
bet Oxygen just set up stuff, just little stuff like that for fights to start. I swear. Because that'll be a war between me and somebody just over a phone. Because I know I'll be on the phone, like, a lot.
That's easy. So, Shelly, okay, so the law, if you were asked, do you think that the law is petty? Do you think that it would be too petty if people are being charged for being bullied? Like, you know, if you're actually reading what you're being charged with, you're being charged with being a bully. Do you think that's petty? You think people are going to really be against it and, you know, be mad about it?
It's one of those laws that, like, you don't ever know where the line is really crossed, like, because a lot of bullying, like, it could be a lot of he said, she said. It would be very hard to almost prove it. And to what extent? I mean, if you walk up to somebody and be like, you're fat, is that going to be bullying? Or is it going to be like, oh, well, they have to call you fat 15 times for it to be considered bullying? Like,
I see what you mean.
It's just going to be so blurry that I definitely think something needs to happen. I almost feel like it needs to start at home, though, not with a law. And I understand, like, what happened is an extreme situation. It's very severe. My heart goes out to their family, and not just their family, but the million other, human beings that are dealing with this. There's millions of it, and I'm glad that finally they're making an example so people can see. But at the end of the day, who has that right to really make the definition of what bullying is and how it's gone too far enough to charge somebody for it? It's just so much he said, she said, and
yeah, I definitely understand what you mean by that.
Well, I think
bullying, I can hand them my Twitter account. As many times I've been called a fat dyke or a faggot or a homo or a Sasquatch or a bully myself. I mean, when does that start? I mean, shit, because I think I have, about 600 people, you know what I mean, on my Twitter alone that would be getting charges. I mean, it's almost like too big of a thing to be able to fix unless it starts at home.
Well, I kind of have an idea within the schools about bullying. They have deputies on campus in high schools. I think for a way for the charge to somebody if it's reported. And once it's reported and it's continually being reported, I think over a period of time there should be something that should be handled. You know what I mean? Like with the deputy at the school or the principal.
Right. I mean, sometimes the kids who are bullied, though, are so scared to go to the principal because, okay, well, once that bully leaves the principal's office, they're still going to see you that day after that principal's office meeting. So it's almost like so many kids are even scared to even report bullying because the bullies literally petrified them, And say, okay, somebody gets charged and they have to take maybe a course where they can show videos on people like Jamie and maybe try to open their eyes. I think that would be a proper thing because if they don't see damage that they're doing, they're just getting in trouble, it's just going to piss them off even more. But maybe if, like, your punishment is, like, you have to go to a class where they bring up more children who have went through what Jamie has and they see the damage and the life that they completely destroy, then maybe that might help. But I don't think, like, pressing charges, all that might do is make them even more angry. Because they're already angry.
I understand what you mean.
But
I think that's the whole point. We're getting them angry at the same time by pressing charges. That's getting them in trouble. And maybe it's kind of you get a speeding ticket, you're not going to speed again, or even if you are going to speed, you're not going to speed as much. The whole point is, I guess, to kind of get the bully to slow down because I don't think they're going to stop. Right.
I definitely see the beautiful picture that everybody's painting that this could bring. I just think that it needs to be more than just getting charges pressed. They need to take classes. They need to do something to where they actually make an effort to change,
I definitely agree with what both of you guys are saying. Hey, y'all, we have to go on a commercial. We're going to continue this when we come back from commercial. If y'all could just stay tuned while we do that.
Wait it out till the line. Take a breath, say goodnight, but don't ever go away. Wait around to find the time. Only you can take what's mine, but don't ever go